Hello and welcome to this class on how to create a playful mixed media painting using gouache and acrylic. I'm Dawn Caudra. I'm an artist, a designer, a holistic health educator, and I've been teaching art, design and heritage craft classes for many years. Today's project is to create a stylised bird and flower painting using lots of pattern and different texture. As well as learning how to do a composition in a really easy and simple way, we'll take a deep dive into understanding how to paint with both gouache and acrylic so that you'll increase your knowledge and build your confidence in using the different mediums, either on their own or together. If you're already familiar with gouache and acrylic but would like a little refresher, then this class is for you. But it's also totally suitable for beginners because I take you through the whole thing step by step in a very easy to follow way. We'll start off by taking a look at the different types of acrylic that you can buy, from the artist range down to basic students range, and how they differ. We'll paint some swatches so that you can see how the different qualities work, what happens when you mix the higher and the lower qualities together, and when and how to add the matte medium. We'll take a look at the two different types of gouache, and we'll experiment with the traditional gouache and the acrylic gouache so that you really get a sense of how those two different paints work. I'll also show you how you can create a really rich colour palette using only two colours plus black and white. Before we start the main painting, we'll practice applying and blending acrylic paint using 3 to 4 colours plus white. Once that's dry, we'll add some simple patterns with the gouache paint so that you can see how the two mediums work well together. We'll then play with the acrylic paint pens and add that on top of the gouache, and we'll practice the stroking technique that's used to create the textured background that gives it the movement. Starting a new composition can sometimes be a bit daunting, particularly if you're not that confident about drawing. Don't worry, because I'm going to share with you my cutout and collage technique that will make the whole process much easier. I love birds and I love painting them. If I need a quiet moment in the middle of a busy week, I like to take a walk down to the wee loch that is quite near to where I live. I like to watch the birds just soaring, the gulls particularly, taking off and landing. I just find it very graceful and it just calms my nervous system and makes me feel very peaceful. There's something about the birds and the water, the freedom that they have and the way they just land so gracefully. I really enjoy it. But I'm particularly interested in little garden birds, and those are the ones that I like to paint the most. We have a cheeky little blackbird that comes and visits our garden often. He's bobbing up and down in the foliage looking for food. Sometimes he brings his lady friend with him, and it's when these two get together and I watch the antics, that's what inspires me to start painting a stylised picture. So I hope you'll join me in doing the same. I could watch these two for hours. I'll see you in the next session where we look at the materials we need.